There are three things that you need to know about driving profits into your business that come with buying an Isuzu truck. One is safety, low cost of ownership, and the ability to move the equipment you need to be successful in your day. Those three things make you more effective, driving more profitability. Let me give you a great example of safety. This is 8 feet from this point to the cab. That's the required distance for line of sight for that driver to see the ground. The front of this body, that's another 21 feet that you would have to have in a conventional truck. Imagine the safety and awareness that provides you by owning an Isuzu cab. Increased visibility with the Isuzu also is matched with that 8 feet line of sight when you consider the casting of the light in front of you, as well as the casting of light into the direction that you're turning that you don't see in many commercial trucks. And for those that do have that, it's way too far in front of you to make many decisions. And in the interior of the cab, we have a safety cage to protect the occupants front and back that you don't see in your pickup truck builds. Additional safety on the Isuzu is found from the shear components that are found on the underside of the Isuzu at the back and front, not to mention the concussive absorption you have with the 6-inch front bumper. And let's take a look at this. You're definitely protecting your staff as you are above the fray of the concussive forces. Visibility and awareness to the road comes through our panoramic front viewing, our gusseted top to mitigate the water. A 96 and a 102 inch wide mirror arm is available. The mirror head has a convex bottom which allows you to direct the visibility for maximum awareness. The top of the mirror can be heated or power heated. Below the mirror at the wheel, behind the lug nuts, is another safety feature. These are set up so if there should be a loosened lug nut, the force of the threading is always there to keep a constant pull towards the wheel. That means should there be an error in the maintenance, you have protection. The braking system on the Isuzu is a split system. That takes my passenger side back to my driver's side front and my passenger front to my driver's side rear. This way, should there be a system failure, you always have true straight braking. To protect both those on the road and your drivers, we have tucked the fuel tank, a stainless steel 38-gallon fuel tank, behind the rear axle so that it is protected by the full drum and suspension of your rear axle. Awareness and safety comes through incorporating either a backup alarm or the Mobileye camera, which also can feature a backup alarm. So the lowest cost of ownership comes through not only how much does it cost, but how much does it cost to run and how much can I receive when I'm ready to sell my truck. At that point, you'll know the total cost of ownership. Isuzu has been the #1 sales cab over truck since 1985. That means when you hear the word Isuzu, you know that you're going to find a truck that's got quality built into it. The cab is a 7-man cab that allows you to have an expansive role in having 4 comfortable, and then when you have that need to do a full-blown commercial staff or HOA service support, you have 3 in the front or in the back that you can get there and get the job done. The truck offers an 11,020-pound rear axle suspension, 8,400 pounds front axle suspension, 13,000 pounds of GVW through the tires, and the ability to carry that little bit extra when needed. Having power in reserves, which creates longevity, a longer time in your business, comes to the double automatic overdrive transmission, the 350 horsepower V8, 425 foot-pounds of torque, and that torque is available to you once you cross over 2,000, all the way to top speed. So this is a 12,000-pound truck. We're absolutely not going to fully utilize that power in a lawn care application. If you are on the roads where there's a lot of start and stop or a lot of hills, hey, Isuzu provides that direct drive 4th gear. That way you can maintain that 1-to-1 power that goes through the powertrain to your rear tires. Total cost of ownership in an Isuzu comes through our tire selection. We're using low rolling resistance tires. This means that I can rotate my tires from the outside to the inside, inside to the front to the back, and create a longer life cycle for my tires, extending the service use of my truck. This means lower costs over time. So when you take a look at the starting point with a 3-year, 36,000 mile base warranty, a standard powertrain warranty for the engine, transmission, rear axle of 5 years, 75,000, and you're driving less than 15,000 miles a year, you have flatlined most of your costs for that first cycle. But what happens after that? Well, you get the balance of a 200,000 mile engine. If you're doing 10,000 miles a year, this engine can last you up to 20 years. There will be some maintenance that needs to be done, but for the most part, the engine and transmission got you covered. Come on, gentlemen. Again, you need to move into a commercial format versus pulling that little bitty wagon behind you. We're going to get you to grow up and get into the big league with this commercial truck. Let's take a look what a commercial body looks like. What makes a unit qualify for commercial landscaping is a cage that's across the front for you to put lockable items, a storage tray to put your intermediate items, and a tool rack for your hand tools and brooms on the opposite side, complemented by a 3-level trimmer rack. The interior of the body should have plenty of open space, and the front storage tray should be elevated enough to where a mower can move up underneath it. Now, creating a flexible environment for your business where you have the ability to do intermediate installation or have access to the bed, you'll need to make sure that you have a fold-down side. The more of the length that you can accommodate for that, the better off you are at having a way to balance the payload over the rear axle. Be sure to incorporate a tie-down mechanism that allows you to restrain movement of heavy components and heavy machinery. And run the calculations, we have to have 9 feet of linear length to transition from the back of the bed to the ground. Now you can do this in a combination of 2 foot, 7 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, or even a 3 foot, 6 foot. Each of the ramping platforms should provide you something unique to your business need, whether it is a 2 foot, which maximizes a 50-gallon trash can, a 4 foot, which allows you to have expansion of pine straw or lightweight machinery, or the 3 foot, which gives you a combination. As with most things, you need to build the body's gate to match the need of your load. This is the traditional 1,500-pound gate. Both the ramp and the gate need to be qualified to carry the weight you intend to load, your machines, your equipment. What is it that we'll be putting on the back? If you're looking for the traditional maintenance, you'll be using a lighter weight gauge expanded metal, more spacing to reduce the tear weight of the vehicle, and traction to allow the mowers to fully transition to the back of the body without slippage. If you're loading a heavier piece of equipment, we'll go with a 3-pound grating on both the gate and the ramp, with the superior structure often referred to as C-channel. So this truck is a lawn maintenance truck. It incorporates the structural tubing and a metal plate across the upper seam to allow that transition from the gate to the ground. The smoother the transition, the less chunky the load and unload feeling is for your staff. To meet FMVSS 108 guidelines, your lamps have to be protected and visible while driving and operating. Sometimes clients like to have a vertical post with the lights integrated, which does reduce the amount of full open access to the back. In either case, as long as it's visible as you're operating the vehicle, that's what you're going for. Additionally, if you are on-road use or commercial application, putting some conspicuosity tape, red, white, will increase that visibility. Another item to consider on gates is a single panel versus a split gate. The weight of the gate is heavy. That's why we go most often with the split gate. So as you pull up onto a job, how do we get into the back of the bed if we're not doing the fold down side? Most gates will include a grab handle and footfall for you to step once and then step into. Like getting into the Isuzu cab, the foot that is closest to the hinging point will go first, followed by the grab handle for the second point of connectivity, and your third point of connectivity is your hand on the side rail. Using this, it's a simple up and into the back of the body. Up underneath the body, we free up so much space for you to put those expansion items that you would need, including toolboxes, storage boxes, or a gas storage box. There is so much more to a commercially built truck. Let me share with you an additional space that is often left out that just screams put safety inside. This is a cone holder mounted to the driver's side, which allows you to immediately get out of the cab and come over, grab the cone, and place out the markers, whether it be residential or commercial properties. So the features that you need to have on your body are flat floor for ample loading space, front storage, front lockable storage, a place for your trimmers, a fold down side, the ease of egress and entry that comes from a split rear gate, and places to store your hand tools, your shovels, your rakes, right alongside the driver's door so you can get out and get the work done. So those are the three things you need to know about Isuzu to help remove that wagon from behind your bicycle and get into a commercial truck. You can reach me at 423-618-3323 or shoot me an email, molden@lee-smith.com. Go make it a great day.